Welcome to Edutain. In this video, we will learn about logical reasoning and types of arguments. Arguments come at the expense of creative thinking. In the study of logical reasoning, arguments can be separated into two categories. These two are deductive and inductive arguments. Deductive reasoning is sometimes described as a top-down form of logic, while inductive reasoning is considered bottom-up. Let's briefly understand both of these. First, what is a deductive argument? A deductive argument is one in which true premises guarantee a true conclusion. In other words, it is impossible for the premises to be true, but the conclusion is false. Thus, the conclusion follows necessarily from the premises and inferences. In this way, a true premise is supposed to lead to definitive proof of the truth for the claim or conclusion. Here is a classic example. Socrates was a man. Premise 1, all men are mortal. Premise 2. Socrates was mortal. Conclusion. The essence of the argument, mathematically, is, if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. In this type of argument, if the premises are true, and they are, then it simply isn't possible for the conclusion to be false. If you have a correctly formulated deductive argument, and you accept the truth of the premises, then you must also accept the truth of the conclusion. If you reject it, then you are rejecting logic itself. Now, what is an inductive argument? An inductive argument, sometimes considered bottom-up logic. An inductive argument is one in which premises offer strong support for a conclusion, but one that is not a certainty. Also, in this, the premises are supposed to support the conclusion, in such a way that if the premises are true, it is improbable that the conclusion would be false. Therefore, the conclusion follows probably from the premises and inferences. Here is a simple example. Socrates was Greek. Premise 1. Most Greeks eat fish. Premise 2. Socrates ate fish. Conclusion. In this example, even if both premises are true, it is still possible for the conclusion to be false. Like, maybe Socrates was allergic to fish. Words that tend to mark an argument as inductive, means probabilistic rather than necessary, will include words like probably, likely, possibly, and reasonably. Deductive arguments versus inductive arguments. It may seem that inductive arguments are weaker than deductive arguments. Because in a deductive argument, there must always remain the possibility of premises arriving at false conclusions, but that is true only to a certain point. With deductive arguments, our conclusions are already contained, even if implicitly, in our premises. This means that a deductive argument offers no opportunity to arrive at new information or new ideas. At best, we are shown information, thus, the sure truth-preserving nature of deductive, that was obscured or unrecognized previously. On the other hand, inductive arguments do provide us with new ideas and possibilities, and thus may expand our knowledge about the world, in a way that is impossible for deductive arguments to achieve. Thus, while deductive arguments may be used most often with mathematics, but most other fields of research make extensive use of inductive arguments, due to their more open-ended structure. After all, most scientific experiments, and most creative endeavors, begin with a maybe, probably, or what if mode of thinking, and this is the world of inductive reasoning. Thank you for watching.